67-year-old Vernon Forrest Wilson is behind bars after his severed finger was found at the scene of an attempted robbery. At around 7 AM on the 6th of October, officers responded to a call about an attempted home invasion on Sellers Mill Road in Burlington, North Carolina. The man said he had started his car, and as he walked into his home, an unknown man with a gun tried following him. As the suspect attempted to enter the victim's home, the two got into an altercation at the front door. During the struggle, the suspect's gun reportedly went off, grazing the resident in the chest, but he was not seriously injured. Crime scene investigators arrived at the residence and reportedly found a glove that fell off the suspect during the fight. Investigators discovered a severed finger inside the glove and used that to identify Vernon as a suspect. It's reported that Vernon's finger was believed to have been cut off when the victim forced the door shut on his hand. Vernon was arrested on the 10th of October and he's charged with common law robbery, assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill, possession of a weapon by a felon, and parole violation. He's held at the Alamance County Jail without bond. 37-year-old Adam Connor is behind bars after being accused of beating a frail, physically and mentally disabled woman to death with a hammer and concealing a corpse. At 3:40 PM on the 10th of October, the authorities responded to a home located at 1711 Highquest Drive in Columbia, Missouri, on a report of a missing person at risk who hadn't been seen for several days. When officers arrived at the scene, they found a closet in the garage of the building with a 40-pound bag of birdseed in front of it. After moving the bag, they then found the victim's body inside the closet, under a rug with a wheelchair on top of it. The body was cold to touch, her legs were bound, and she was laying face down. Police said there was evidence that she had been restrained and suffered severe blunt force trauma to the head. The victim's name has not been released. She's been identified as Adam's 58-year-old roommate. Upon further investigation of the property, officers located multiple trash bags in the backyard containing personal documents belonging to Adam, baby clothes, blood-soaked sweatpants, towels and a bloody claw hammer. The authorities said the victim's head injuries were consistent with the claw end of the hammer. Adam, his mother and the victim all lived together in the same house, and the mother was the one who reported the victim missing. While questioned, Adam's mother told the investigators that Adam told her to stay out of the garage because of a raccoon. He prevented her gaining access into the garage by barricading the door. The victim wore a medical alarm with a GPS location tracker, and it sent out multiple alerts between 2:57 AM and 2:59 AM on the morning of the 8th of October. When firefighters arrived, they reported that the door inside the garage would not open all the way. Adam was there, and he told them that the victim had already gone to the hospital. Adam was identified as a suspect, and he was arrested and charged with murder, armed criminal action, and tampering with physical evidence. He's held at the Boone County Jail without bond. The motive of the attack is unclear. Adam has had several prior charges relating to stealing, leaving the scene of an accident, and carelessly operating a vehicle. He was out on bond at the time of his arrest. CCTV captured the moment a man allegedly abducted a 14-year-old girl before forcing her into a bathroom and raping her. The incident occurred on the evening of the 11th of October, where the man can be seen with his arm draped around the young girl as they walk down the 4700 block of Klamath Street near El Sereno Park in Los Angeles, California. The suspect, identified as 27-year-old Edward William Banks, threatened the girl with a weapon and forced her into a public restroom, where he proceeded to sexually assault her. The suspect fled the scene and was later arrested that night by police in the 2500 block of Mallory Street. After investigators received several tips about him, he's been charged with aggravated kidnapping to commit rape. His bail's been set at $1 million. The investigation into the matter continues. 18-year-old Rashawn Atkins Jr. is wanted by the authorities in connection to the fatal shooting of 15-year-old Lovely Kendricks. The incident occurred at around 3:20 PM on the 10th of October at Franklin Park, located in the 1700 block of East Broad Street in Columbus, Ohio, where several teens were fighting at the park. Shots were fired and Lovely was struck. Paramedics rushed her to the Nationwide Children's Hospital in a critical condition, where she was later pronounced dead at 9:35 PM. The authorities identified Rashawn as the suspect and have issued a warrant for his arrest for one count of murder. The police are there actively looking for him and are confident he'll be taken into custody. Columbus City Schools confirmed Lovely was enrolled at the East High School and was a member of the cheer squad.